The entertainment industry rarely witnesses a moment that shakes not only the fans but the entire public consciousness. Yet recently, Tian Xuning and Ziyu have delivered something so powerful that the world seems unable to look away. Their long-awaited confession has exploded across media platforms, igniting waves of emotions, endless discussions, and reactions that cut across borders and cultures. For years, rumors, speculations, and whispers of their closeness hovered in the background. Fans created theories, dissected every photograph, and clung to every subtle interaction that suggested something deeper between the two stars. Now, the truth has finally been spoken aloud. Tian Xuning and Ziyu have stepped into the light, sharing their feelings openly, and in doing so, they set the global stage ablaze. A confession that stopped time. The moment of truth came unexpectedly. In a setting that was meant to be casual, an interview about their upcoming projects, the atmosphere shifted when Tian Xuning's voice trembled, yet carried undeniable sincerity. She spoke not about fame, not about career, but about the weight of emotions she could no longer suppress. "I don't want to hide anymore," she said, her eyes glistening with both fear and relief. "Ziyu has been my support, my strength, my safe place. Whatever the world thinks, this is my truth." Ziyu, sitting beside her, did not let the silence stretch. His response was both steady and raw. "We've carried this secret for too long. It's time we honor what we feel, instead of living in shadows." Those words were enough to set social media into overdrive. Within minutes, hashtags related to their confession topped trending charts in multiple countries. Fans from China to Korea, from Indonesia to the United States, were all typing, sharing, and reacting in real time. The emotional earthquake across social media. The digital world erupted with contrasting emotions. Some fans celebrated with tears of joy, writing messages like, "Finally, the truth we always felt is real. And love wins, no matter what." Others, however, expressed shock, disbelief, and even betrayal. For them, the imagined distance between idol and fan had been shattered by the revelation that their stars' hearts belonged elsewhere. Yet regardless of whether reactions leaned toward joy or sorrow, one undeniable fact emerged: everyone was talking about Tian Xuning and Ziyu. From TikTok edits that captured their sweetest moments, to Twitter threads analyzing every word of their confession, to Instagram floods of fan art and tribute posts, the global fan community was united in a storm of emotion. Even mainstream media couldn't resist the pull. Headlines screamed phrases like "the confession that broke the internet" and "Asia's beloved stars reveal secret love story." News anchors debated whether this revelation would change the course of their careers or cement their legacy as icons of authenticity. Behind the curtain, why this matters. What makes this confession more than just celebrity gossip is the timing and courage behind it. Both Tian Xuning and Ziyu are at the peak of their careers. Their reputations are golden, their projects in high demand, and their fanbases fiercely protective. Choosing to reveal such a personal truth at this moment is not without risk. Entertainment analysts suggest that this confession could redefine the boundaries of celebrity culture in Asia. Traditionally, stars have been expected to maintain an image of unattainable perfection, their personal lives hidden away. To deviate from that script often meant backlash, career damage, or worse. But Tian Xuning and Ziyu's choice is a statement: authenticity matters more than image. They are reshaping the narrative, proving that vulnerability can coexist with stardom. And in doing so, they may have opened the door for other celebrities to embrace honesty without fear. Fans' tears and cheers. Videos quickly emerged of fans around the world reacting to the news. In Seoul, a group of young supporters gathered in a cafe, watching the live stream on their phones. When the confession was made, they screamed, hugged each other, and even cried in joy. In Jakarta, hashtags written in Bahasa Indonesia surged to the top of the local Twitter charts, with users calling the moment the most beautiful confession in entertainment history. Meanwhile, in New York, fan clubs organized impromptu gatherings in Times Square, projecting clips of Tian Xuning and Ziyu's confession onto large screens, celebrating the moment as if it were a global holiday. But not all fans were rejoicing. In some corners of the internet, voices of doubt questioned whether this revelation was genuine, or perhaps a publicity stunt to promote their upcoming projects. Why now, skeptics asked. Is this love, or is this strategy? Regardless of the skepticism, the intensity of the reactions proves that this confession struck a universal chord. The industry reacts. Producers, directors, and fellow celebrities have also been swept into the whirlwind. Some praised Tian Xuning and Ziyu for their bravery, calling it an inspiration. Others remained cautious, worrying that the distraction of their personal lives could overshadow their artistry. One veteran actor commented anonymously, "This is a gamble. But maybe it's what this industry needs, a reminder that stars are human, and that love stories aren't just for the screen." Interestingly, brands that had previously worked with both stars began releasing statements. Some expressed continued support, while others quietly distanced themselves, perhaps wary of public backlash. Yet the overwhelming trend leaned toward admiration. The star's authenticity was being celebrated rather than punished. A love story written in silence. What makes Tian Xuning and Ziyu's confession so moving is the history that precedes it. Fans have long speculated about their subtle gestures, the way Ziyu would glance at her during press conferences, the way Tian Xuning would smile a little wider when he was nearby, the unspoken comfort in their body language. Now, those fragments of the past form a mosaic of love that had been hidden in plain sight. It was a love story written in silence, carried in whispers, and finally spoken aloud in a moment that will be remembered for years to come. What comes next? The confession has left everyone asking, what happens now for Tian Xuning and Ziyu? The road ahead may be filled with both opportunities and challenges. Their relationship could strengthen their image as icons of authenticity, or it could complicate their careers in an industry that still struggles with traditional expectations. For fans, the confession has forced a reckoning. It's a reminder that idols are not characters created for entertainment, they are human beings with emotions, fears, and desires of their own. Accepting that truth may not be easy for everyone, but it could transform the culture of fandom itself. And for the industry, this moment could mark a turning point. If Tian Xuning and Ziyu's bravery is met with support rather than rejection,